One of the people watching the station thinks they know what this means. Ripple just put up this new background and it looks like it might tell us some useful things. We'll also look at the 13th birthday of Ripple and XRP here. We're going to talk about what Steven Naryov said about Link 2. Some people are having trouble with quitting. That is what I want to talk about. We also have a great video about XRP and what it can do. I also want to talk about some things that I've seen all over Tom Lee. In the next 90 days, make riches. What did he really say? I told you everything you need to know. Have a great birthday. Let's go. I'd love to have that 13th birthday. You know, I think it will be 17th and 20th years in 5 or 10 years. Man, I have no idea how far this is going to go after that. I'm not going to play this whole 4-minute movie, but I want you to get a sense of what's being said here. I will also tell you what I was able to find with AI. Hi there, it's great to see you. I did not see you. I didn't see you at the meeting. It's not true that I came here for the meeting. So, really? Why do you come here? The story goes that some of your XRP army friends told me what was going on with Link 2. I have heard a lot of stories, that's true. It's been going around at a meeting that people's funds have been frozen since February of this year. A lot of people are really confused about this. It was said that the CEO was speaking at the meeting. Not only did I not hear him talk, but do you think he could tell us anything about what's going on? A lot of people are very angry and try to step in and solve the problem as best I can. I hope to be meeting you're going to meet with the top people tonight, right? That's the one. Okay. Steve and Narev seem to be trying to help these people whose funds have been frozen. There are big problems right now for Link 2 users trying to get their money out of the site because transactions are being held up. Look at this. Breaking the rules and regulations. Early in 2025, Link 2's new management found major violations of rules and regulations. That's not good. Because of what the previous government did. There's nothing better than when new people come in and blow out everyone. Then they say it was all these guys' fault? There's nothing to see here, right? Because these violations are so serious, the new leadership team chose to stop all trading and most transactions on the platform. They did this after consulting with lawyers and because of ongoing investigations, including ones by the SEC. An internal review with the help of outside legal counsel showed that previous management knew about these violations for more than 16 months, but did nothing about them. This has put the company at a lot of regulatory danger and uncertainty. Link 2 is working with the SEC and other officials right now, and these studies are still having an effect on users. Freezes of accounts late in February 2025, users and accounts were said to have been frozen, making it impossible for them to access funds or make limited transfers. Link 2 says that investors can still get updates on their holdings, withdraw cash balances, but not funds that have been invested, and take part in exits from investments they own while the suspension is in place. Man, this is making me feel bad, not comfortable at all. Listen, if this is bothering you, I know how frustrating it can be. Also, I don't have any contacts on LinkedIn. They asked me a long time ago if I would support LinkedIn. I didn't do it. Yeah, I knew that because a lot of other XRP channels did it too. I thought, you know what? It didn't feel good, so I hope this gets fixed quickly. Okay, hey, Dr. Martin Heisbach. In the next 6 months, hundreds of crypto projects will fail. They're running out of space very quickly. They don't have any cash, and the tokens are losing value fast. The ICO concept is finally coming to an end. There are a few things you should probably ask or find out before you start a new job. How much cash does the company have on hand? How long can they keep going? The bull market will end soon, so they should enjoy what they have now. During the bear market, it's dead around here if you've never been through one, right? Not much is going on, and projects will drop by 90 to 95%, just like they did in previous rounds. So make as much money as you can, as fast as you can, and as safely as you can. What you're going to do should be planned out with the help of your financial expert. When you put your money into the top 50 or top 20 tokens, there is less chance that this will happen. This is more of it looks like this is more like 100 to 1,000 points or more, right? There are tokens that, might not have exact numbers to keep everyone busy. That's the hardest part, right? Do not stop growing or making. To keep people interested in what you're doing, you need to keep making announcements. You won't be here in 6 to 12 months if you don't have any of those things or cash. A trader with a lot of experience, Anthony Crudell, talks to CME executive Tim McCourt about XRP's really good use case. Soon there will be ETFs for XRP. Another thing we found when we looked at XRP is that it has a very good use case. XRP trades settle in 3 to 5 seconds, which is a little bit different from other cryptocurrencies. They handle 1,500 deals every second with very low fees. Even though XRP isn't in the top 3 in terms of market cap, it trades very frequently on the spot market. Also, when you look at this, the fact that they can use futures along with their cash positions in crypto is a method that many traders are familiar with. So you can use these protocols and the tokens that go with them in very specific and tactile ways. Also, people are already trading and keeping spot positions, which is a great use case for both size contracts. For some reason, I believe that spot ETFs will have the most significant effect on the market once these ETFs are accepted. Futures do not. Okay, here it is. I'd like to thank Raymond and Cynthia for everything. Templeton, but thanks so much for giving this. I will read it word for word. I told you I got this message from a channel or friend. I think I know what Ripple's background or riddle to start date is all about because of a picture. This is what he's talking about. The Wall Street sign has 11/21 written above it, so 11/21 written above it. I think that 11/21 above the letters and the time of 3:29 p.m. give you November 21, 2025 at 3:29 p.m. So if you look at this again, this is the clock at 3:29 p.m. He's saying that this could be a date where something important will happen. It's not sure what the seconds really mean. Okay, let's begin. Gives you member stations to November 21, 2025 at 3:29 p.m. Maybe the time when it is announced or flipped that all banks are now open for business. It's interesting that all of these financial companies should switch to using the new ISO 2022 in November. He is not crazy when he says this. I feel like he might. It would be interesting to know if Ripple really knows this exact date and time that things are going to go live. Because they work with so many banks and helped you write and do the ISO 2022 there on the body, Ripple is probably the one who does. When you add 3:29 p.m. to that, you get November 21st, 29. This could be the time of the release or the time when banks go live. Second, the ticket indicates that the euro to USD exchange rate is about $2,250.00. The Broad Street sign, which has an I-26 above the letters, may actually be from January 2026. This could be the time when the amount or price goes up. There are other things as well, but I can only see the background right now. It's so clear that another sign has writing in a language I don't understand that I haven't tried to figure out what it says. My screen only shows a movie that isn't very good. This might help get people interested. So thank you very much, Raymond and Cynthia. Thanks for putting this together. And if you guys are right, that would be amazing. As always, if you have any thoughts or other ideas, feel free to send them to me. If I think it's really cool, I'll share it with the group, give you credit, and see if you're right. That's the coolest part, checking to see if you're right. Really, can you picture having just $2,200.00 in XRP? There would be no end to the good things in the lives of the people who watch this station. And that would really mean a lot to me. So I've seen everyone and their mother post